for the meeting, right?
I know. I was thinking it was good too. So,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to begin this evening's board meeting. The school board meeting of July 31st, 2018 is now called to order. The time is 6:03 p.m. At this time, we request that you turn off all electronic devices, put them in the silent mode. Also, we ask that you refrain from using flash photography. We would like to take this opportunity to remind the members of the public of the district's mission, which is to ensure that each student reaches his or her highest personal potential and the district's vision to be a world-class school system. I would like to take just a minute to explain what you are seeing on the screens.
it's just there a minute ago.
Yeah, it was there a minute ago. Okay.
Jason's
Back.
All right. Well, when it comes up, you will be looking at the new school board agenda management tool. We are implementing this to streamline board governance, increase efficiency, and provide more transparency and open communication. Starting with today's meeting, we are using this new tool called Board Docs. Board Docs gives you convenient access to upcoming meeting agendas, topic information, minutes, and video. Nothing has changed about navigating our website except that in the final step, the information will appear in the Board Docs application. During board meetings, you will be able to follow along with our agenda and see real-time voting results on issues that come in front of the board. All documents are automatically archived by meeting agenda and can be searched by date or keywords when the meeting is over. If you are watching from home, you can access the board agenda platform from our website. Just go to www.leeschools.net and click School Board at the top of the page. I guess we're not going to get it up. Okay, you'll see it as we go. This evening's agenda includes the invocation, the Pledge of Allegiance, one acknowledgement, public comment, consent action items, which include 3 items under Executive Services, 26 items under Academic Services, 5 items under Business Services, 8 items under Human Resources, 11 items under Operations, as well as 4 items under Other Business. Board members, is there a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Fisher, seconded by Mr. Teuber. Please record your vote.
Is it
7-0 approved.
Okay. Motion carries 7-0. Ms. Giovanelli will deliver the invocation, after which Dr. Kuckel will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise for the invocation.
Please rise. Please join me for a moment of silence for the officer Adam Jobbers Miller and his family and all law enforcement. Lord, we come before you this evening, and we ask that your divine help. We know that we are about to make some difficult decisions that impact the lives of those we serve. Grant us the wisdom to know what to say, compassion to say it honestly, and the openness to hear things we don't want to hear. May our words heal, not hurt. May our sharing be done with kindness as we respect those around us. Grant that within this board there might be the kind of attitude that will allow us to face our challenges as one body, caring for one another. Let our comments be for the common good. Bless everyone here, and we thank you for being with us. We make this prayer in your name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
We don't have a picture up. The character word for July is self-control, the ability to direct or regulate your actions, emotions, and words. Our quote is, self-control is knowing you can, but deciding you won't. And the design you see displayed on the screens was created by Sydney Borisov, a 2018 graduate of Estero High School. The next item on the agenda is public comment. Mr. Dodig, please address the agenda item of public comment.
School board policy provides the opportunity at this point in the meeting to address the board concerning any matter on this meeting's agenda or any other matter relevant to the operation of the school district. If you completed a card and submitted it to the district before the meeting began, you will be called in the order of the cards submitted. If you did not submit a card but still wish to address the board this evening, Ms. Morgan, the board chair, will give you an opportunity in a moment to express that desire. The rules concerning public comment are posted at the back of the room. The board does not respond during public comment time to remarks made by speakers. At the end of the meeting, during the board member comments section, the board chair will address the assignment of any concerns or requests made during public comment to the superintendent to do so. Speakers and those attending the meeting are expected to act in a respectful manner. Attacks on individuals or abusive comments are prohibited. Time per speaker is 3 minutes this evening. Madam Chair, I have 10 cards tonight.
Is there anyone on the right side of the auditorium who did not fill out a blue card and wishes to address the board? Anyone on the left side? Please state your name. It's Jerry.
Just hand it there.
Next is approval of items in the agenda under consent. The documentation for action items listed.
Hold on. We got.
Jeez.
It's all good.
Format.
Okay, Mr. Dodig, would you
Yes.
please call the first name?
I certainly will. John Larson Shudlick.
Mr. Superintendent, Madam Chairman, members of the Lee County School Board, I'm happy to be here. I think we have another direction we must take for the children and even the teachers in Lee County, and that is a vocational technical training emphasis. We have to make a 180-degree change in what we are teaching our children. Take it from an emphasis of academics primarily, and we have to have a new plan. Vocational technical school education with high school academics, including what we call dual enrollment. For instance, where I come from, in northern Wisconsin, we have technical diplomas issued by the college along with the other diplomas, the regular diplomas. Now we'll just give you an example. We have a welding academy. The welding academy, this week, those people, 16 members that are in the academy, they're issued their headgear, their smock, their all leather pants, the deep toes for the welding, and that is so important to the kids because they do sign a contract. Now, because it's a technical college, when they graduate, prior to the graduation, they receive a certificate from the college, and they are accredited college type of degree. So for that particular situation, they start as a junior. It's one of the probably 100 different types of technical college that you can have, different types that are so important to the kids. The kids today have no place to go. Now we can start in 5th grade. I suggest that they start in 5th grade with a counselor. They want to know what direction they're doing, if they want to be a plumber, if they want to be a carpenter, whatever. These kids can, with their hands and their measuring tape, they can start a whole new life for themselves. Of the
Sir, your time's expired, sir.
Excuse me?
Your time has expired.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next speaker is Louis Navarre. The yellow light comes on. All right.
Former Lee County teacher, over 40 years, master's degree, Florida State Ed Administration, bachelor's degree, elementary ed. I want to talk about two things very shortly. I want to be transparent tonight. I want to talk about the government in the sunshine. I think you think the citizens of Lee County are uninformed. Supposedly you meet out of the sunshine, and I thought you went home when you leave. I'm glad you need to know to get to know each other, but you should do that on your own time. I have filed complaints as of this day to the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, and also the Governor's Commission on Open Government about meeting in the sunshine. You need to cease and desist this practice and whatever else you're doing. It just gives us a bad feeling here. Too many funny things going on. We have the superintendent, his contract was renewed early. You were ready to spend a lot of money on a special election, misinformation about how much the tax increase will cost, and the mess at Bonita High School. So tonight I brought you something a little that I think you'd like. I thought you all looked a little pale, so I've got some tanning cards. Tan USA, and on the back, her husband, and I asked the lady's permission, she'll give you a good deal so that you look a little more tan. Now, I'm being facetious. I hope you're laughing, but I guess no one's thinking it's funny. But he can control the air conditioning in the room. Her husband works on that, so I'll give it to Susan. Lastly, I'd like to talk about ice tubs. I hope they're in place. One of the few of my old former students, they said, oh, Mr. N, by the time we carry somebody with heat stroke down to the ice tub, they'll be dead. It's like 15 minutes away. Are the ice tubs going to be on the field? Will they be close? Like I said before, I'm all for student safety, and we put the students first. So I know the superintendent said they'll be all available. I think football practice is starting next week, if I read the news press correctly. So I hope you will address those two issues, and I'll just close for tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The next speaker is Shirley Burns.
Good evening, Superintendent Atkins and school board members. My name is Shirley Burns. I stand on behalf of the SOS Summer Enrichment Camp that was hosted at the Dunbar Community School. The young people and families served during the 2018 camp. We want you to know that we appreciate your support. These young people have limited exposure to career opportunities and other structured activities during the summer. Studies have shown that summer job programs have positive effects in reducing violence and improving academic outcomes among young people. Young people who work are more likely to graduate, less likely to be involved with crime, less likely to become teenage parents, and more likely to achieve greater lifetime earnings. Because of you, they were provided the opportunity to earn money and gain meaningful work experience, learn and develop the skills, attitudes, and commitment necessary to succeed in today's workplace, gain exposure to various exciting career industries, and interact with dynamic working professionals in a positive work environment. A formal report outlining quantitative or quantifiable program outcomes is forthcoming. However, here are a few noteworthy accomplishments. SOS completion rate nearly doubled the number of student participants in 2017. The number of private sector business partners that hired students increased from 6 to 15. 68 students were placed in paid and non-paid positions. All others meeting program requirements received a $150 stipend. SOS youth participants were countywide, which led to more community involvement. Private donations increased from 8,800 to over 19,000 in 2018. Parent participation increased exponentially. The City of Fort Myers is currently a business partner with us. However, the sheriff has indicated an interest in becoming a partner, and we will also be meeting with the Lee County Administration Department. Thank you again for recognizing the need to transform education, proactively driving change in the lives of young people in our community.
Thank you. Thank you. The next speaker is Jules Nesby.
Good evening. My name is Jules Nesby, a junior at Riverdale High School and a proud student from the SOS program. I am so honored to be here to stand in front of you all today and speak upon my great experience. At SOS, curriculums were taught that are not mandatory to be taught in the Lee County schools, which is my favorite part about the program. I was taught things such as how to manage stocks, what it means to be a growth or a fixed learner, and how it affects you. And lastly, being that the program took place in the Dunbar Community School, I learned a lot about the community and Black history. Another plus to the program that I really enjoyed is the opportunity of having hands-on experiences in the work field. Through that, I learned the do's and don'ts in the work field, including my responsibilities. In the end, the SOS program has showed me that anything is possible. Keeping this program alive will do so much, not just for me, but for the kids out there that don't believe that decision making and hard work will take them far, or the ones that see that their moms, dads, older sister, or brother didn't make it much in life, so they can't, but they can. And that's what the SOS program has shown me, and I can't wait for next summer. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker is Crystal Johnson.
Hello, Crystal Johnson. You hear me? Crystal Johnson. I am a community advocate as well as for children and families. As a parent who had 2 children and a nephew attend this SOS program, I am very pleased. I want to say thank you so much for investing in our children, supporting our children. The experience from the kids, every day they came home with something new. They were enthusiastic about attending not only the work program to make money, which was one of the best parts of the whole thing for them, but the whole experience of learning different things about their community that they're growing up in, the opportunity to have teachers that look like them, sit down and talk to them. They felt they could relate, very personable. I am just in awe. I completely hope that you all continue to support our students over in that area in Lehigh. I'm just excited. I told them I don't have any notes or anything to write. I said it's very easy for me to brag about the SOS program. I want everybody to donate. I want everybody to be a part of it. So I'm just really excited, and I thank you very much. We look forward to the SOS program next year. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. The next speaker is Bryson Marion.
Bless you.
Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Bryson Marion. I'm going to the 12th grade at Dunbar High School, and for me, I want to also talk about the SOS program. The SOS program really helped me a lot, showing me that I should never be shy when it comes to being around people. I should always be more open to everything and to my surroundings. It also helped me get a better experience in having and having what it's like to be in the job world, on the do's and don'ts, and obtaining a job, how to properly go to a meeting, how to schedule appointments to go for the job, and also for the curriculums that we have learned about, for how many GPA credits that you need, what to do after you're finished with high school, like going to college, getting a scholarship, or joining the IB or dual enrollment program. And I really hope that you all will help continue funding this program, because it really does help a lot of kids that will honestly take them to a better career path. Thank you. And also one more thing, I also have pictures of everyone of the SOS program that I would like to give to each and every one of you.
And this is for the superintendent.
And this one is also for the superintendent.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.
The next speaker is Jacob Aponte.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jacob Ponte, and I am in Dunbar High School going into 11th grade. I went to SS program 2 years, is my second year, and the first year it was like I didn't really want to go because it was like my summer. It's time for me to relax and not go to school anymore. So I went to it. First week it wasn't really that cool, but after the end of the summer it was pretty interesting, and I enjoyed it, so I came back this year. It's really a great program, and I heard you guys in the beginning, you guys want students to reach their max potential, and that's what the SOS program is doing for everybody here, helping students, school, home, everywhere. And I want to say thank you for funding this program.
Thank you.
The next speaker is Taj Mahal Jackson.
Good evening. My name is Taj Mahal Jackson. I'm a freshman at Riverdale High School. This summer was my first year at the Support Our Students program, and the time being, I enjoyed all they had to offer me. In the beginning with my class, we worked on an All About Me capstone project and discussed what a growth and fixed mindset was. We also worked on activities in our SOS book. My favorite part of the SOS program were the enrichments. Mr. Ford was the teacher for the stock market, and I learned a lot about how to buy and sell stocks in order to gain money. I feel this is an important skill everyone needs to know. In culinary class, taught by Mr. Donnell, I learned different ways to cut food, hold a knife, and how to spice things up. The SOS program usually had morning assemblies in which we discussed different things. One time we talked about how to get and keep a job. This helped me when I got my job at the Calusa Nature Center. I thank the SOS program for giving me an awesome experience. I hope this program grows to be bigger and better so other students have this kind of opportunity. Thank you.
The next speaker, I can't read the last name, but the first name is Tyra. If you could just spell your first name or last name when you come up here for us, that'd be great. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Tyra Bieber.
Okay.
And during my time at the SOS program, this was my first time actually ever participating in the event. And originally I was just like trying to use my summer, but use it like wisely. So during my time at the SOS event, or the program, I got certifications such as like CPR certification and stuff like that. Also learned things and focuses in areas in such as like financial management, stocks, and culinary, fitness, and I think that was it. I can't remember for sure. But it was all around, it was like a very nice event. If anything, I think I had a good time. So yeah, I also learn about things like exactly like what to do, like when you have an interview, which is something that most people will have throughout their lifetime. I learned exactly the things that you will need to be able to graduate from high school and then be able to further your education through a post-secondary education. So yeah.
You all set?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. Thank you.
Next speaker is Khalil Smaller.
My name is Khalil Smaller. I go to Fort Myers High School, and I will be a junior this year. First off, I just want to thank you guys for funding the SOS program, and I just want to thank the SOS program for giving me another opportunity. I was here last year, and it was just amazing, the students and the staff and everybody. My job experience with the Lee County School District was pretty interesting. Some days were faster than others, but we managed to get through. I had a job to reboot Chromebooks, scan them, move boxes occasionally, take stickers off them, and some tasks were done more than others, but I know it would help me in the long run. I just want to thank you guys and thank Mr. James for putting your knowledge and trust into me to get the job done. I also want to thank everybody for just funding this, because it really helps all of us get better and reach our potential. Thank you.
And the final speaker is Jerry Ware.
Going to be a ditto, okay? Because I was so proud of the SOS program. As one of our goals for the school district is to increase community involvement. And I must truly say, I was very, very happy to be a part of this last year and this year. And I will do everything within my power to help to continue this program. And I am so elated to see you all out here, because I want you to come back more. You need to find out the people that make decisions about you. I want you to be able to learn that you can come and stand here and express your wants and your desires. So thank you all for coming. And last but not least, I'm going to hold off on talking about mental health, because I see that's number 7. I want to see what our plans are for as far as mental health for the district, because I really have some concerns about the children in the elementary schools in particular that have behaviors that I don't feel that we are doing a good enough job about trying to address them. Because in one of my schools, second grader, when she gets out of control, they push a button. Well, what happens when someone comes to get her? There needs to be someone, a behavior specialist there, that help that child address those needs. So I'm not going to fuss about it or complain. I'm going to wait to see what we're doing, and I thank you all for the opportunity to talk with you. Thank you.
Thank you to all the speakers. First of all, to Mr. Shudlick, I will tell you that we do have an extensive career technical education program in the schools, as well as at the 2 technical colleges, one in Fort Myers and one on the Cape. In addition, we have a number of students, I don't know the number, we do have students who do dual enrollment at the technical colleges. So I guess I have to say thank you very much for being an advertisement for some really terrific things I think we are doing. It's absolutely true, we need to do more, and we are very focused on that. Thank you to everybody from SOS. I was at your graduation, and I believe Ms. LaRiviere and Mrs. Giovanelli were there. And I wrote a note to the board talking about having attended your graduation, and one of the things I said was that I knew it was a fabulous program, because with every teacher who stood up to talk, you guys went crazy. It really was a very emotional ceremony, and really very expressive of your positive feelings about your experiences there. And like Mrs. Ware, I also want to say thank you very much to the community, because they did step up, both financially and in terms of providing people to do some of the educational programs and providing the jobs. So I would have to say that, this is a terrific partnership, and I really, really do appreciate all of you coming to talk about your experience. Thank you very much for being here.
Madam Chair, point of order. Can we get our pictures now? I don't want to wait till the meeting's over.
Oh.
I saw the superintendent give it to me, I want to see it, and I kind of want to see it too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Encourage them to apply for student advisory.
Oh, they're passing out the pictures. Yes, I don't know if you know that we have a student advisory board. And we have a student from every one of the high schools who sits on that board. It meets monthly with members of our board to talk about things of concern to you. It gives you an opportunity to meet students from other high schools and learn, thank you very much, learn what concerns they have in their schools. We've talked about things like the code of conduct. The technology was a big issue a couple of years ago. So it's been a great opportunity for kids to meet kids from other schools, find out what is going on in the other schools where you have similar opportunities, where there are differences, things you want to explore. Usually there's a staff member who comes and talks about a particular aspect of the school district, and you're in a position to ask questions of them. So when the announcement goes out this year in your schools, application, you must make application to the board, so you must complete an application, and we review all of the applications and make selections of students. But by all means, please consider sending in an application to be on the Student Advisory Committee. We'd love to see you continue your engagement with this school board.
Here.
Yeah.
Typically, we have, as soon as the public comment's done, we have a recess anyway. Before we do a recess, could we ask all of the SOS to come down in front and have a picture with the entire board?
Sure.
In front of us?
Wonderful. And that's a great idea.
Dr. Atkins, bring your big picture.
Please, make sure everybody gets in the picture.
Well, bring the staff. Thank you, Jerry. Staff too, as well. Everybody part of the SOS program, please come down. Please come down. That means you guys got to squish in a little.
Thank you, Jason.
That's okay. We're not important. We're not important. You're the important. Yes. Thank you for being considerate. And it's your time.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You're the man.
So you students are welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, but if you would like to leave now, I'll just we'll momentarily Recess.
Maybe
If
that's
you'd like to
Welcome,
leave.
stay for the boring
staying
part.
as part of civics.
They want to go.
Okay,
now
I
I'm
think they
outta
want to
here.
stay, yeah.
They have big plans, I think.
Dr. Atkins, how long was their class, was the SOS? How many weeks was it?
It was
Do you know?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
Jared. Oh, Mr. Edie would know. I don't know where Mr. Edie is.
Reconvene this evening's meeting. Next is approval of action items in the agenda under consent. The documentation for action items listed under consent is made available to board members 7 days prior to the board meeting. We are expected to review all the material, and we have an opportunity to speak with the superintendent if we have any questions regarding any of the recommendations that he is making. Board members, are there any agenda items you wish to pull for discussion under the unfinished business tabled items portion of the agenda? Ms. Fisher?
Yes, D7.
Thank you. Ms. Giovanelli?
None.
Mrs. Patrica?
No, thank you.
Mr. Teuber?
I have none, ma'am.
Mrs. La Riviere?
I concur with Ms. Fisher.
Dr. Kuckel?
No.
No, okay. And, okay, so we have one item to pull, that is D7. Is there a motion to approve the agenda's consent action items with the exception of the pulled item? Yes, I will.
What are we waiting for?
She's got to
We have
move
to
it.
take care of the polling piece.
Oh, I see.
That's the part
Oh,
that's-
pulling D7, I see. Does it come right off of there then?
Okay.
Okay. May I have a motion?
So
Okay, moved by Dr. Kuckel, seconded by Ms. Fisher?
No, I think it was Mrs. La Riviere.
Oh, Ms. La Riviere,
First.
okay. Please record your vote. Motion passes 7-0. We have the one pull to address, that's item D7. Do we have a motion for the pulled item?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Fisher,
Second.
seconded by Ms. La Riviere. Is there discussion?
Yes, I wanted to pull this for discussion. I'm in complete support of this, but I wanted to compliment the team who crafted this plan, which is a very comprehensive approach and efficient use of our student services personnel, and involves not only community mental health support, but parent counseling and also prevention activities for drugs and alcohol. And so I want to say that we are moving in the right direction. I'm happy for the state mandate that put us here, and the team who created this plan really worked hard, and I've had an opportunity to attend a couple of the community meetings with Lee Health, and so I anticipate that this is going to make a huge difference and really be another intervention that's going to help us to achieve our mission and help kids to be successful. So, thank you.
I too am in support. For those, if you have not had the opportunity in the agenda to open what the plan is, it's a very good plan that they have targeted where you begin at Tier 1 and at Tier 2, and at the different levels, and the involvement of everyone from school counselors to school nurses, our social workers, school psychologists, as well as our intervention support specialists at the schools, our prevention specialists, including parent-family education components that are included with that, as well as training for staff and utilizing programs that are evidence-based. And along the way, as the students fall into different risk categories, there's a whole nother level of support going forward. So I am very happy at this beginning stages, and kudos and thank you to those of you who were involved in the process of working hard and diligently and developing this plan. Thank you very much.
Any other comments? Seeing none, please record your vote. And the motion passes 7-0. Dr. Atkins, would you please introduce any administrators in attendance who have a new assignment?
Yes, Madam Chair, the first appointment, we want to recognize Jared McKinney, Transportation Services Assistant Director, Transportation Operations. He has a tough job, but I'm sure he is up to the task. Next is Deidre Phillips, Exceptional Student Education from Florida Inclusion Network Specialist to Coordinator at ESE. Next recommendation, Yolene Martin, Harns Marsh Middle from Intervention Support Specialist to Assistant Principal. We have a transfer and change of assignment, Robert Higgins, now at Mariner High School, Assistant Principal. And Fernando Vasquez, now Professional Standards and Equity Coordinator. Also have some reclassifications. Amy Clark from Assistant Director, School Psychological Services to Director, School Psychological and Social Work Services. Suzanne Groves from Coordinator, Health Services to Assistant Director, Health Services. Rivera from Coordinator, Multilingual and English Language Learner to Director, English for Speakers of Other Languages. Coming, we're very happy for you. And last one, Ryan Libby from Application Support Specialist to Coordinator, Continuous Improvement.
Thank you. And that's our business. Board member comments, reports. Ms. Fisher.
I have no comments this evening, thank you, except to wish everyone a good start to the year, and also to thank again the representatives from the SOS program for coming. It was great to have a meeting that started with such positive feedback, so I thank them.
Manelli.
I just want to welcome all the new teachers. I don't know if you noticed, we have our T-shirts on tonight that they had at orientation, so I just wanted to welcome all the new teachers.
Show them the back.
Oh. Thank you.
Mrs. Patrica.
So we did a lot of important stuff today, right?
Yeah.
We went through the efficiency audit, which we've been waiting for and asking for, and then we tentatively approved a $1.443 billion with a B. I want the young children up front to hear. $1 billion budget. We approved a lot of important things to make the school year start, but I think we always have to stay focused on you guys as being the absolute most important thing. And I feel like the most important thing I did today was hear your comments and understand the progress that we're making. And Jared Eady, where are you? Wherever he is, he rocks. And you guys are awesome, and you're why we do this, so thank you.
Mr. Teuber.
I have none, thank you.
Mrs. LaRiviere.
It has been a wonderful day, a great start to the new year. For the teachers, you start back tomorrow?
Friday.
And then some schools are starting back even tomorrow. Wishing you a very successful year, and thank you very much for taking your time to share your wonderful experiences. And I am looking forward to next year, because next year the plan is, and it will take place, SOS will not just be at the Dunbar Community School, but it's also going to be in Lehigh.
Buckle? And I have nothing. Mr. Dodick?
I do not have anything.
And Dr. Atkins?
Well, I just have to make a couple comments about the SOS program. I mean, we've heard this before, but for some of the audience who may not have heard it, I think it's important that we understand that this was a group of community members that came to us with an idea. And it wasn't just an idea, which a lot of people do that. This was an idea that was well planned out, carefully crafted. A lot of thought and planning went into what they were bringing forward. And I think that amazement is probably the best way for me to put it, in terms of not only having such a well thought out plan, but a way to implement that plan. And they carried forth flawlessly, and we had the first graduation last year. And I remember attending that graduation, and just the amount of smiles and happiness, and I hear that that's exactly the way it went this year. I had the opportunity to go over this year, and again, just like last year, I continue to it just continues to reaffirm with me how important these programs are. The kids are engaged, they are motivated, highly articulate. The goals that they come out are just very impressive. I know that they shared that with you. And just to put in a plug, this is a program that works not only funding from, we support it from a district, but we also have a lot of people out in the community that support this program with their own hard-earned dollars. And I would just say that if you considering any type of a charitable donation, this is a wonderful way to do it. I can't say enough good things about this program and the people that put it together and the kids. So it's just been a pleasure to be a part of it.
Great. Thank you very much. At this point, having no other business to come before this board, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Fisher, seconded by Mr. Teuber. Please record your vote.
I'm ready.
I can't. Did you get out? I'll make a comment about moving forward to. Can I comment or just move forward?
Oh, I guess I should make a comment.
You can't second marriage.
The motion, no, I don't have it yet.
No.
We're waiting for the vote.
Sorry, I got out.
Those of you who are interested in attending the board's Plus Delta session after the meeting, we will be holding it in that room right behind you. So feel free to. Yeah.
I know, because I had logged out.
They all vote?
Yeah.
And we're,
Chart. Do we have a flip chart paper in there?
There was some Post-it. I saw chart.
okay, the
paper in
motion
there.
carries 7-0. We are adjourned.
All right.